Hi everyone, I'm going to be prepping the Firewall for its final show car finish. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel about kit cars and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below. And if you didn't hear me, if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and the notification buttons below. So the 33 is going pretty well. For a while I had kind of a lull going on, didn't have much coming out video wise, or at least it seemed to me there wasn't, because I was sitting on my couch the whole time. And I just kind of got back into a groove of getting some stuff done, moving forward. So I'm really happy about that. But today I got the Firewall, which consists of 3 panels, which are very difficult to get out of. So we had to remove the engine to get those bottom Firewall panels out of the car. They only come out a certain way. The top you can remove all the time, whether the engine's there or not, but the bottom you can't. So we're going to remove that today. I have to sand. Then I'm going to do some PPG primer. We're going to do some build primer, and after that, after we sand it down and get it all smoothed out, we'll actually do the same color as I did on the suspension system, which is like a silverish gray. So the whole Firewall will be silverish gray, and then of course we'll do our clear coat. Hopefully this is a project that I learn how to figure out how to polish stuff. Doesn't seem that difficult, but we'll give it a shot. And then we're going to want to get the Firewall back onto the car, so that way the body is back into its official alignment. Because I noticed when I pulled the Firewall, the very edge of the body, dropped maybe 1/8 of an inch, something really small. The sides of the body is bolted in, the back's bolted in, so that Firewall is holding up that body just a hair. So for perfect alignment stuff, we need to do that before my buddy Greg comes over and we start doing door gaps and stuff. So it is a priority for me to finish this Firewall as soon as possible. So let's hop to it. So we just got some good news. My buddy Greg is actually confirmed to come by tomorrow to help me get the door gaps in and work on the front end of the hood, the side panels, and the valance. So there's actually a bunch of stuff I have to prepare before he comes over. So initially I ripped the engine out for its last time to hook it up to the transmission. I'm in the middle of that. But while that engine was coming out, I decided to pull the firewall so I could paint it. And so you could see that I'm in primer stage right now, and the other one's over there by the garage door. However, there was not enough time for me to paint and have it cured enough to put it back on the car to align the doors. So now I'm going to have to put them on primered so we can at least get the doors and everything aligned, and then we're going to have to pull them back off again. Finish painting and stuff. So I'm a little, annoyed about that, but that's the way it is. When you get expert help, you take it. So we got to do a bunch of things. I need to get the wheel back on. I need to have this frame not being held up and everything on its suspension. So the car is sagging, the frame is sagging the way it would under its normal weight. And I got to put the floor panels back in. And I think that's about it for now. And then tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be putting on the hard top. We're going to be putting on, hopefully, the pin that goes into the latch itself, the little post that goes out. And unfortunately, I thought I'd have this all together, but I bought one of those little tools that holds your flex plate, and it didn't come in. I thought it was going to come in yesterday, but it didn't. And so now it's the weekend, and I don't have access to get that. So this is going to be out, and it has to be out for a week anyways because I need to paint the firewall. So it's just a bunch of stuff kind of going on, but I'm going to try to get this all banged out as soon as possible. And I'm hoping within a month's time, and it could be 2 months, you just never know, that we're on the verge of starting this thing and possibly being able to move it on its own power so I could actually put it into a slot and not have it take up the whole garage. And the other good news is I finally bought a new vehicle. So right before all the world went to hell, I sold my Lexus, and I also have my Grand Caravan, which I was trying to sell. And then everything went crazy, and used auto market, used cars just skyrocketed in price. And I wanted to get a towing vehicle so I could just do what I need to do, but none of them fit inside this garage because got the cabinet in the way. And I guess when these houses were originally built, you could add a 5-foot distance. In fact, my neighbor Bob has extra 5 feet length in his garage, which I wish this garage had, but it doesn't. So I finally found a vehicle, and so hopefully in about 2 weeks it will be coming home. And when it does, all this has to be gone. So I want to have this engine back in the car. I want to start getting the wiring going. I won't need the engine stand anymore, at least, out for use. Try to put it in storage somewhere. I won't need the picker here, get rid of that. So I'm really excited about that. And I took 2 cars that I owned and turned them into 1 car because I got a towing SUV, but it's a luxury SUV. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to hop to it, get this thing cracking, and go from there. All right, so there we have it. We got the car on its suspension. Got the grill in, which you can see is now polished. You can see some nice shininess going. It used to look dull like that. So, and the firewall looks badass. Even though it's just primer, it's just something different than raw aluminum. Really stands out, and it looks finished, even though it's not finished. But that looks great. So, we've got the doors close. We've got the valances with the extended edges on them, ready to go. We got the hardtop out back. We'll bring that in. And I think we'll call it a day until Greg gets here, and hopefully we do some ass kicking. That's what I'm hoping for.